Alright, this video is about the rapper Paris. For people who don't know, there's a rapper who goes by the name Paris, like Paris, France. So this video is my video about the rapper Paris. I've always been a huge fan of Paris. The very first time I ever heard of the rapper who goes by the name Paris, I was in California. I was in Alameda County, California. Now, I've explained this to people before who aren't from the Bay Area of California. They don't know Oakland, Alameda. They don't know how it's structured. I lived on the Naval Air Station in Alameda County, California, and I was 14 years old. I was about to turn 15. It was in the summertime, and I believe it was 1991. At any rate, I was living on the Navy base, and I was listening to the Oakland radio station, hip-hop radio station. It was like Friday night, and they were playing cuts, man, and this fucking song comes on and shit, and it was off the Devil Made Me Do It album, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Shit is cracking. And they're like the rapper Paris. Oh, you know what? They actually played it, and I was trying to hear it. Like I heard the tail end of it, and I was like, and I never heard anything like that before. So anyway, the point is that I tried to find it again on the radio station for like the next couple of weeks, and I kept checking the station, because I'm 14 years old at the time. You know what I mean? I'm just a teenager, so I keep trying to check the station to hear if I could detect or sense the song coming on again, because I didn't really know who the art, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I just hearing bits and pieces here and there. So anyway, I finally heard the song, and I was like, man, I was just like taken aback, like, damn, it was a whole new level of musical sonic entertainment and knowledge. And I was just like, man, this is what I've been waiting for in hip-hop rap music. And I mean, I could give a dissertation on the subject, but I'm not going to go that deeply into why I like Paris. What I'm going to tell you is this, though. Paris is an artist who I have always put at the top of my favorite rappers of all time. I put Paris up on the list with Twista and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Lazy Bone and the whole Bone Thugs and Harmony crew, and Twista, Bone Thugs, and Paris have always been on my top 5 list of rap artists of all time. And I mean, this is my personal list, man. This is, I mean, I'm like people, I was there, and I got nothing but love for all the founders of hip hop. My personal favorite rappers of all time are the rappers who I just mentioned. And so anyway, man, Paris is ultra tight, man. He's ultra dope. And when I was a kid, I wrote a letter to Paris, actually. I wrote a letter to him because, he's from the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in the Bay Area. I'm listening to Paris. I go back to Washington State at some point, and I'm telling my friends, I'm like, yo, man, there's this rapper I heard, you know what I'm saying, when I was in Oakland, and I was telling them about it, and they're like, man, that sounds incredible, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I know his album's going to be out here shortly because, I mean, I was in California. It's not that far from here. Sure enough, a few months later, his tape comes out because CDs didn't exist back then. There were no CDs. It was all tapes. So finally, sure enough, I find the tape at Camelot, which was the record store at the Everett Mall, at the E-Mall, Everett Mall in Everett, Washington, a.k.a. the EVT, the city of E. Yeah, the old school Camelot, for those who remember. I bought the fucking tape at Camelot, and man, it was on. Everybody in my crew, Deep in Everett, DIE 495, the Deep in Everett posse. We had the all-black gear. We had the embroidery going on, you know what I'm saying, the signature gear with the DIE, you know what I'm saying, emblazoned. I'm talking about with the hooded sweat jackets. We had the sweatpants, you know what I'm talking about. We had the Adidas, the shell toes. We had the Adidas Phantoms, actually. The crew all rocked the Adidas Phantoms. We had the ball caps with the insignia and all that, man. And Paris was our number one artist. Paris was playing in the background at all the events, at all, the parties. But man, the thing about Paris, man, is as an adult, someone with the critical mind, I love Paris. His music is some of my favorite music of all time. The brother goes hard. I mean, he's one of the hardest rap artists ever in the history of rap. Can't be taken from him. You really should study Paris, read up on him. But here's the problem that I have with some of his content. As much as I like Paris, man, the message that he sends out, I don't necessarily agree with him 100%. I don't like the fact that he says fuck America. I don't like that. When I was a rebel and I was young and I used to skate and shit, when I was in the, childhood rebellion and anarchy and shit, yeah, okay, that's cool for like a day. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, man, come on. Fuck America, nah, man. I mean, come on, Paris, man. I mean, why you got to say fuck America? Then the other thing, man, is he made this song called Bush Killer. I mean, that was cold, man. The Secret Service, I saw them on MTV. The Secret Service, the U.S. Secret Service, had to go sit down with Paris and have a chat with him. I mean, I feel the brother on some level, you know what I'm saying, with his angst and his disregard for Oakland crooked police, but it's like, come on, Paris, admit, man, not all police officers in America are bad. And then the thing about calling white people devils, that shit ain't fly, homie. I mean, look, I'm telling you, man, Paris is still, to this day, in my top 5 favorite artists of all time. I just wish that brothers like Paris wouldn't hate everybody who's white. And I know he really doesn't, but I mean, to hear Devil Man in his rap, I mean, that ain't cool, P, you know? And the shit about Bush, okay, to each their own. You didn't like Bush, you know what I'm saying? I'm conservative. I'm a conservative Republican black man, and you can say whatever. You could call me a sellout, you could call me bougie, you could say whatever, man. It doesn't even faze me. The point is I'm a black man, and I'm a conservative Republican black man, and I still like Paris, man, because his music is fucking ultra hard. It's some shit that is just unprecedented. It's not like other rap. I mean, Paris is for real, you know what I'm saying? The brother be in San Francisco, Oakland, the Bay Area, and his knowledge is deep, man. And I just wish that, I often, like, from a consumer fan point of view, because I'm a fan of Paris. I just wish that Paris could have been like special forces. I mean, he is special forces in his own right, because you see the brother, he got the Uzis and, the hand grenades, and he be talking about blowing locks and shit. I mean, he got a bachelor's degree. I studied up on Paris. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it's in economics or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's political. I mean, he's no dummy. He's highly educated. He's highly knowledgeable. And, I mean, I just wish that Paris could have worked, like, you know what I'm saying, in the intelligence business for U.S. intelligence, you know what I'm saying, overseas, man. He would have made a great, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood star, or even in the real life, you know what I'm saying, working to help protect America. I mean, he does in his own way by telling you about these crooked cops on the streets of America and in, you know what I'm saying, the Bay Area. But not all cops are bad, P. Not all cops are bad. You know that. And white people, they're not devils. You know what I'm saying? Satan, the devil, Lucifer, you know what I'm saying, permeates this realm of our universe. And I mean, anybody can be influenced by evil. Black, white, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is, man, is I'm not Muslim. And I don't know where Paris stands, currently with his religious orientation. But I know before he was repping NOI, Nation of Islam. And, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's where we diverge. But at the same time, aside from the racism, the racist overtones and overtures and undertones and, messages and whatnot from his old music, man, Paris is someone who should be listened to as, with the critical eye. I mean, his music is fucking fabulous, aside from the racist remarks. Man, I feel him on the crooked police 100% wholeheartedly. I feel him on that shit because I'm from the West Coast and I know exactly what the fuck he's talking about. So growing up, hearing him, you know what I'm saying, talk about this police shit, I've been there, you know what I'm saying, and I've been in Oakland. And he replied to my letter. He wrote me back and he said, hey, man, I know you got this record company, AONN, man, and good looking out, and I keep that email correspondence to this day that he sent because, that's how you're true to your fans when you respond like he did to my letter, when I wrote to him.